And we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Fight Club Livestream. Today, unfortunately, Josh is not able to join us. However, in his place is none other than Jonathan Chaco.
Why did
Jonathan,
I
can you say hi
agree
to?
to do this? I don't know how Adam
Yes,
convinced me.
I kind of just dragged him in here this morning into doing the
This
stream. But
the idea of this was conceived not less than like 1 hour ago. So
which was, pretty close to this morning. I mean, it was like 12 o'clock while I was in the car. But TT says Pog, and he says I don't know who that is. Oh well, Jonathan just happens to be my best friend. So pretty awesome dude. But today we're going to be looking at some Google Sheets, Google Script stuff, right?
yes, generally
Yes.
a little bit boring, but we're going to try to make it a bit interesting today, because we have to. Yes.
Oh, Miss Bernal says hi.
Oh, Miss Bernal's watching.
Yes.
Oh, they should get Legaspi in on this. Uh, Yeah, so this is actually a request that was forwarded to us by Legaspi. It's a local elementary school that has this Google Sheet that they're running, and they basically want to be able to, whenever they check a certain box here, they want the row to delete itself automatically. And so we are going to try to do that today with Google Apps Scripts, which is it's basically JavaScript if you're familiar with that. And it runs it runs on Google's servers, and it's designed to interface very well with Google's productivity suite, so Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, all those things. And it manages, the big thing for me is that it manages all of the authentication for you, and that's kind of the hardest part for me whenever I was starting trying to code, because if you want to programmatically like do something in Google Sheets, you have to have all of like the login credentials, so your username, your password, all that stuff, if you want to code in whatever your own programming language on your own system. But if you use Google Apps Script, it takes care of all of that hard stuff for you. So it was a little bit easier for me when I was getting started. So you
Yeah.
can get started by hitting Tools and Script Editor, and this opens up the editor window where you can start typing code. And so you can type in code here to interface with the spreadsheet, to delete rows, add data, those kind of things. And today is going to be a lot of looking up stuff, because there's lots of functions in here that I do not remember. And so it's going to be a lot of looking up stuff. That's okay.
So like the thing to keep in mind with this the Google code script ape thingy is that there's a lot of functions that are already written out there, and all we have to do is make use of them. All right, like deleting. So there's like a function for that. The manipulating them is also a function that we just have to figure out what they are and use them in the project. Also, Mr. Legaspi has joined us.
Ooh, cool. So I think the first thing we need to do is we need to define a variable for this spreadsheet object, which is the current spreadsheet that we're in. So we're going to say const spreadsheet, maybe, I think.
Yeah. So the script is not necessarily tied to like the spreadsheet, right? It's like, well,
it is. So because there's two, Google Apps Script can run in two different ways. So you can, whenever I hit the script and I went to that tools editor thingy and went to script editor, so it creates a Google Apps Script that's bound to the current spreadsheet. So this is bound to that spreadsheet. You can also make a standalone script which kind of runs on its own, and you can run it in whatever Google Sheet you want. This just tends to be a bit faster if you're not intending to like do something that's like that a lot of people are going to be using. So this is generally just easier.
Yeah.
I think we want to get active sheet. We'll try that. Well, let's
Yeah.
not start with the semicolon thing. I don't think I can keep that up.
What? Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah.
Well, okay, so
This
you
is
can
all-
do console. I'm not sure if console.log works. Google Apps Script had this weird thing called logger.log, which, yeah, I'm not. It's the same thing. It just logs it to a different place. Console.log also works, but it uses something called stack driver logging, which is one of Google's other services, and I don't know if I want to deal with checking if that's set up and how that works. So I'm just going to use logger.log for now. And I'm going to check spreadsheet.get active range.
So what we're doing is we're grabbing the spreadsheet, right? The active spreadsheet in this case on line 3, and then on line 4 we're just going to print it out to the console to make sure we grab the right spreadsheet. All right, we're just going to put all the values of the active part of the spreadsheet.
So the active range is whenever you highlight something, I'm pretty sure. So like if I've highlighted this, it should return like a 2D array of all the stuff I've highlighted. So whenever I hit play here, well, first it's going to ask me for permission because it needs to run this script on behalf of me, the user. So I'm going to go ahead and give it permission. I don't know if this is on a different screen I'm doing this, so you might not be able to see this, but I'm just logging in with my Google account.
Oh, we can't see it. Yeah, I don't think so. Well,
yeah, so it's just asking if it can have the ability to see create. So you can see this is it doesn't actually need all the stuff right now, but Google Apps Script by default it asks for a lot just in case you need to use it. You can configure that somewhere if you need to.
It's
So
not
I'm gonna hit
necessary.
play. It's running. Okay, so I'm gonna hit view logs. Waiting for logs. Oh, this is great. Waiting for logs. Okay, let's try opening it up again.
Looks like so like also speaking of lag, there's a little bit of lag on the stream today. Sorry for that.
Oh, here they are. Here are the stack driver logs. Okay, so it did kind of work. It did something. Yeah. So
yeah.
see,
So like. Oh yeah. So what it did is that it just took the active spreadsheet, it printed out the array right here. Oh, it's right there as well.
Maybe we should just use console.log then, because I think these are the stack driver logs. So
yeah,
let's see if it works.
And yes, as Kaylin said, this recording will be saved and it'll be viewable for all of eternity until YouTube goes down.
So it looks like it's printed out right here as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and use console.log since that's generally the convention in JavaScript is to use console and not Google Apps Script's own logger thing. So the main thing here is what we want to do. We want to make sure that whenever I check this, it deletes this row. So we're going to have to first figure out how to know when I've checked this box. That's the first step. The second step is whenever I check this box, I need to be able to know if it's true or false, if I should delete the row, and if I should delete the row, I need to know also how I'm supposed to delete this row because I have never done that before. So we're gonna have to figure out how to delete a row. But luckily, we do have Google on our side, and we can search whatever we want. So the first thing is we're going to figure out how to check when we edit, how to run our script, not whenever I hit play, but whenever I hit this check mark. And so let's see how to do that. So Google Apps Script has this thing called an onEdit function. I think it's this one. So generally, a function that you set up is the first function that we set up is this thing. It's just called my function. When we hit play, it runs it, and that's the end of it. But a event-driven function will run whenever a certain event happens. So something like this onEdit function will run whenever you edit it. So whenever you edit the file, it will run the function. So it doesn't wait on you to hit play. So we're going to go ahead and kind of take some of our computer's copy paste functionality, which is very helpful if you're a programmer, because a lot of this is copy paste. So what this will...
John, can you zoom in?
Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we've done here is we have this onEdit function, which so we still have to set up somewhere in the background where we have to set it up. I think it's actually somewhere in here where we can set up the connection. Where you can say, I want to run the onEdit function whenever you edit it. It's a trigger. It's somewhere in here. Where triggers? Here it is. Okay. Add trigger. So we want to run onEdit. OnEdit. So whenever you edit something, what does onChange do?
Whenever something. What's the difference on change? Shouldn't that be the same thing?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you can configure onChange is like a superset of it, I guess. You could onEdit, on insert row, So it's a bit more specific.
Change a column or something. Yeah, but really we only need onEdit, right?
Yeah.
So if we go here, we select onEdit, and so wherever the spreadsheet is headed to.
Yeah, and so I save, and hopefully now, whenever I edit the spreadsheet, it should run the script. Oh, you see, so it ran the script, and it did this range.setNote. And so what range.setNote does is it gets E. So E is what Google, whenever you edit, E is called, it's the event object. And so what that means is it has details on what just happened. So if I edit the cell, E.range will give us the current range, basically where I edited. And so it figured out that I've edited this cell right here. And then it sets the note, last modified, and then plus, so it adds on the date. So what new date does is it just gets the current date. And so what it ends up doing is it ends up telling you the time and date that you last modified the cell. So if I go ahead and change multiple cells here, it seems to work pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
It just adds to the, we can change that to whatever we want, right? We can say like we can say like hi, hello. Oh, we changed all those.
Yeah, that's gonna get annoying. Let's turn this off. That's gonna get annoying real quick. How do we remove all these notes now? Oh, clear notes. Okay. Maybe I have to do this. Okay. Okay, so now we want to be able to check. Actually, first of all, we want to be able to check whether the thing that they edited was even inside of here in the first place, right? Because we only want to be able to continue checking if the place that they edited was in this column in the first place. So how are we going to do that? Can we do...
do you want to grab the column?
Let's look at the class range from Google's reference guides. So class range is going to tell us what we can do with a range object. So I think there's a way to get range.get column or something like that. Get cell, no, range.
Okay, column right there, underneath cell.
Oh, okay. So get the starting position column for this range. Oh, but that gets the starting column. Like, what if they paste a thing and it doesn't start in that column, but it ends up. Huh? Oh,
Oh.
I guess if they just check the checkbox, yeah. But is there a way to check all like the? Can we get range, like the borders of the range, and then we can check if it's inside the borders.
Get last column. Oh, they say like a start column.
Get sheet, get row index, get. Oh, so we can do like a get num rows, or there's. Oh, so there's get last. Yeah, so we can or get last. Yeah, there's a get last column. So we can just say is it get row or get column. Okay.
Yeah, get column.
So we can say. How about we do console.log range.get column? Would it be? Yeah. And so we're trying to see if you're trying to see if we'll say this range.get column is so we're trying to check if it's between it, right? So do we need to use like two like less than or equal to's? Like if it's
yeah, if it's
like so if the starting column is less than or equal to, would it be? I think these are actually 1 indexed, so it'd be 3.
Yeah, like the third column. But like the thing is like if we modify like the something to the left of it, it's just like the.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So if it's less than or equal to, and if the get last column is greater than or equal to. Yeah. Okay. So if it's equal to 3, right? If it's in the third column, then both those conditions are true. And if it's not that thing, and it's a set of range, as long as it contains 3, then it should be fine.
Okay. How are we going to check? We need to go to the actual. Can we go to the actual deployment? Where is executions? Maybe executions. This is going to be kind of interesting.
This is all the time that the thing has run.
Maybe we can do.
We could add note.
Oh, I think there might be a way to do. What if we do this? This is generally. How about we save this to a variable? This should be a constant anyway. Const valid edit, let's say, and then we can say. I think there's a thing you can do with browser dot message box, and I think that will just like output it like in a pop-up window. Huh?
It's like an alert of sorts.
Yeah, it's like an alert if you're so false. So that means it does this little alert thingy. So that means that's right? Okay, so false.
Yeah, that works.
False. Now this should return true. True. Okay. Now if I copy this and I paste it here, that's going to return false. But if I paste it here, that should return true. Okay. But if I paste it here, that should return false. Okay, good. Okay, we're in business. Beautiful. Oh God, this is still going.
No. Let's just leave the twos there. We can. Okay. So on line 13, we're just getting true or false. We're evaluating the condition, right? We're seeing if the thing is happening there, and then based on that, we can do whatever we want from there.
Yes. So now that we know valid edit is going on, what we should do is we should get. So we should say if valid edit. Or actually, I think the way I've seen this done is you can say if not valid edit return, and it just gets out. and then you can just continue with so you don't get a big, you don't go deep. You just try to keep it as flat as possible.
Yeah.
So we need to get.
What should we do?
So we need to get.
So we just have to get the row.
Oh, but what if they change multiple rows?
Well, then if we get the row and then they copy paste in multiple rows.
Yeah, that might be.
Is there a way to get all the rows?
We can. I mean, we were trying to just do that right now, right? We would have to get. Get row. We can get row.
What if we just get the starting row?
Mm-hmm.
First get the row and then get last row, and then we just iterate through all those rows.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that's.
And then we have a for loop, and in each for loop we check to see if the third column is checked.
I would like to use map if we can.
To map it?
Yeah, because map is faster than a for loop, just for efficiency purposes.
No, it's not like
it's okay. It's not that bad. It's just I like it how it looks. It looks nice.
Should we make the third column into like a variable at the top or something, or some sort of like that way they can easily change.
So we'll make this
for that. We could just easily like change the value right there.
Oh no, not this thing. I'm just talking about now. Whenever we're doing like the row things.
Oh, yeah. Let's just go ahead. Let's just do it for one row, and then we can do it for multiple rows afterwards.
All right. All right. Okay. So now we've got to do.
Shouldn't be too hard, right?
No. It shouldn't. So now we just got to do.
Get row.
Let's do. Oh, so we need to get. Let's copy this over here. So because we still need to get the active sheet. So we need to get the active sheet, and then we do spreadsheet. Dot get. We need to get range, and then we can get a range by integer row and integer column. Oh, we can get integer number of rows as well.
Oh.
Yeah. Why don't we just do that then? Let's try that.
Wait, do we have to get the range?
Well, so we're getting like this. This is like a subset of this range, so that we can get the values of that.
Oh, not gonna hear it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if we do something like this, what this should do is what this will do is it'll start at the beginning row and the beginning. Oh no, not beginning row. We want to start at the beginning row, but we want to start it in column in column 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to go down for however many rows that were selected. So if we do something like this, let's make it smaller. So we want to start, huh?
Like 8 rows or something?
Yeah, so we would want to get this part right here. I don't know how many rows that is, but so we want to get the part that starts with you want to get range.getRow. So you'd want to start with row 14, and you'd want to continue down to whatever this ends at row 22. So you would go down for however many rows that is. But there's actually there's 2 different things in here. There's get last row, and there's get max rows, I think. No, that's something different actually. No, let's just do get last row. Okay, this should work.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should say
constant
so this is like this subset range that we're dealing with, and then we can just say so we can say get range and then dot get values. So the range is just a range object. Get values will actually give us the actual values that are in that cell. So we need to do get values on it.
Yeah, it'll give us like an array of values, right?
Yeah. It'll give you. It should give you an array. It might be a 2D array actually. Let's do browser.messagebox it. for now to check what's going on, because we might need to get like a just do dot zero on the end. Well, not dot zero, but you get it. So that shouldn't do anything. This shouldn't do anything. This should do something. Why isn't it doing anything? Failed. Okay, what's going on here? No logs available. Let's try going one of the earlier ones.
Uh-oh.
The number of rows in the range must be at least 19.
Oh, if it's the same. Oh, it's like the get last row and then get values. We have to add 1 to that. The last parameter.
This
Because
one.
if it's just if it's like 1 row, it's like, oh, you want 0 rows. So
Okay.
one.
Okay, so now if we do, let's copy this and paste it here. Okay, so it does give us, it looks like a single dimensional array.
What happens if we select like a whole row? Or if we select like a big region?
What do you mean? So like if we do this and we paste it like here,
Yeah.
we should get 3, yeah. Is this right?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That's what we need?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to check. I wonder what does it see these values as? Okay, so I think these are JavaScript true false objects. Well, not objects, but like JavaScript true false values, right?
Yeah.
It's their lowercase. Okay. So we can do something like
You just do just the basic for loop through the array.
Yeah. And what are we trying to return?
We're trying to return if it's the values. Well, we just want to go through the for loop, right? And then if it's true, then we want to delete the row.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, let's figure out how to delete a row. Actually, so we know what we're going to do in the loop. But it might be in here. How about we spreadsheet? Let's say delete row Google Apps script. Okay. Class sheet. Okay, so we can delete row position.
So we can just do like the sheet the delete row.
We might need to make the current sheet like a variable
instead of calling it so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just delete row then the row position.
Okay, so we should do. It should be something like spreadsheet dot get active. Oh, we're already on the active sheet.
We already have that. Yeah, you have the active sheet.
So we should just call the sheet then. This should also
then we
be
have
called
to
sheet.
We have to rename the thing on line 19 as well, and line 5.
5.
Which we don't really need that first part anymore, right?
No, we don't. We can delete it actually.
We can just delete that. That was just for testing.
So now we should do sheet dot delete row integer row position. And then we could okay, so then we could say something like
well, we can just do if subset range. Oh, okay. So like for each
let's say value in this. And so what this is kind of like a for loop basically through the array.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is an arrow function, right?
Yes,
Yes.
it's an arrow function,
There you
which
go.
is now
It's an arrow
supported in
function.
the new Google Apps script. Um,
Yeah. So you can make your own function. But if you don't want to give it a name, you can just do this, and if you only use it once, uh,
and
yeah.
we want to check if val is true, right? Or if
Yeah.
it's,
So
yeah,
if
it's true.
val, then we want to delete.
Oh, we got to figure out what the row position is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but we could just say um,
Like start row, we could maybe get this as the start row.
well, can we just do the range dot get row? Yeah, the start row plus the position in the. Oh well, we can't. Can we get the position in the
Yeah,
array?
yeah, you can. For each JS, there's I think the second parameter is the iterator, like the number.
That'd be nice.
Let's check. Yeah, current value. Yeah, it's the index is the second in the callback, so we can do. I think we can do this, and then we also now have access to I.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
So
I
I
think
will.
this needs to be
For each
shorter.
thing in the
So
array,
let's
I'm
do.
just going to implement like a normal for loop.
So I'm currently kind of refactoring this code a bit, so it looks a bit nicer. So now we can go const last row equals range.get last row, and then we can make this look up a lot nicer. So this would just be last row minus first row plus 1. Okay. And then we can say this will be, or it'll be first row plus I. Should that work?
Yeah, plus I. That should work
Okay.
right there. So as it goes to the next row that we've edited, I will be 1, and then I'll just add it to the first row, which is the row below that.
Okay, hopefully this works. Boom.
True. And it's not gone.
It's not gone. What if we do double equals? So if it's a string, we'll see some type coercion going on. Did it do anything? What's going on here?
Well, let's see. So it definitely does the browser message box, right?
Yeah, so it's doing something. It's running through the whole script. We're not. Well, we might be running it. So I'm going to log this subset range so we can see what's actually going on here. Whenever we. Oh wait, what? What is it doing?
Oh no,
something?
you clicked on drag, I think.
Oh. Okay, so now we've got a couple in here. Let's see these. Okay, so it's kind of a bit slow, but let's kind of see what's going on. Oh, it is! Look at that! It is a 2D. It is a 2D array. Oh god.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, we just need to add a 0 here.
Okay, so yeah. So you want to explain to them what adding the 0 means?
Yeah, okay. So what Google Apps Script does, since this is a spreadsheet and it's kind of a table, it automatically returns a two-dimensional array, which is like an array, which is a set of values inside another array. And so what 0 does is it basically, if this is the array inside of a bigger array, it gets the first thing inside of it. So instead of getting this part, we're only going to be selecting this inside part, which is the only thing we need. We don't need this other stuff outside of it. I feel like that wasn't very clear, but
yeah.
First row check column.
So basically, it's just getting rid of the double array thing.
Yeah. Hey, are we good then? Did we just do it? Oh, look at that! Oh, whoa! Wait, why did it do that?
Oh my! Because it changed it, and then they just like, oh, there's an edit, and then it checked those as well, I think. Like you had a bunch of other check marks on there, and it was like, oh, let's check those boxes or something.
What if we copy this down here? Let me turn off this browser message box thingy because it might be slowing it down actually, because it has to do the stupid browser. So okay, so if I check this, it should disappear. Oh, check.
Look at
disappear.
Why don't we put some information in the side so that way we can like. Oh, you might notice that it hasn't removed the first two things because we haven't actually edited those cells. So it's like everything's fine.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Once we do.
There we go. Look at that. It works.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Should we put in some test information there?
What test information?
Just like some random student numbers, some random dismissal locations, or just the same.
Oh wait, so if I copy this and I paste it here, it should delete all of them. Oh, it only deleted 2 of them.
That's not good.
Why did I only delete 2 of them? Maybe it's still going. No.
No, it finished.
Let's see if I paste it here. So it only deletes. Oh, did we say we were only going to do it for 1 right now? It should do it for all.
I think, but like it should do it for all, right?
Yeah.
Get range, first row from first row to last row. Get values 0.
So these last ones. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, hold on. Look at this.
What?
Look at this. If we do this, watch what this. Let's see what it looks like. It's returning a. Look at that. It's a 2D array, but we only care about this, so we need to put the 0. So it's a 2D array, but we want to get the 0 of each thing in the array, right? Adam, can you hear me? Hello? Adam? You there?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I'm here now. Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So we need to get those. We don't need to get the first thing in the array. We need to get the first thing of each array inside this array.
Yeah. So it's like an array of arrays, but we need the first thing in each array.
Instead of putting the 0 here, we should put the 0. Oh, so we can't map through.
Well, what if we do that? What if we do for each, and then we grab the 0 of for each?
We can say first. What are we getting? The first. What are we doing with this now? We're trying to get the row array. We'll just call it row array. We could do. We could just do that.
I'm going to assume that looks good.
So no, it's okay. So what all this is doing is it's just getting for each thing in subset range. Each thing is represented as an X, and it's just returning the first thing in that array. So this is just like a compact for each loop.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is why I really like arrow functions. They're really fun because you can do fun stuff like this. Anyway, now this should work. If I paste multiple, it should delete all of them at the same time. No, not that.
That's not. And Chappelle and boom. Oh wait.
But not the last. Why not?
It had something else in there deleted. It deleted the other row array. Boom.
But not the last one.
Wait. Boom.
Interesting. I'm gonna add like these here so we can see like what's going on. Like if we paste this here, it's deleting. Oh, it's the +1 thing. It's deleting an extra row. I think.
No, it shouldn't. Actually, that should work. Wait, maybe put like, okay, some numbers on the side
Yeah.
instead of Q, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm gonna paste it on 2, so it should be deleting 2 through 5. What?
Oh, it deletes 6. It deletes
Yeah, but why did it
3,
leave?
4, 5. Or these?
Did I paste it on the right number? I don't.
Yeah, you pasted on 2, and it went.
So what is it doing? If I paste it on 2, it should delete.
It deletes 5.
What the heck?
What the heck?
See, this is what the Google Sheets on edit thing I think it might be that because it's very, very finicky about how it works.
Did you see that? It was like delete, 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 and eat this other one.
It's also because it's asynchronous, so it's sending out requests.
That's
Oh my
why.
God, Adam! Because it's deleting a certain row number, but by the time it deletes that row, it might be a different row number. Because it's already sent a delete request.
Wait a minute. Wait. What if we just do non-asynchronous processing?
I don't know if
What
we
if we
can
force asynchronous processing? So instead of using like for each callback function, we just have a for loop, and it can't move on to the next thing until it deletes the other thing.
No, but like that's not how it. So whenever you do this sheet.delete row, it's in the background. It's sending a request to Google servers to delete that row, but that's asynchronous. But it just doesn't like tell you that.
Ooh, this is a problem.
Yes, this is a big problem. Okay, so
we have two options here. We can either try to figure it out, or we could just say only change one row at a time.
no, we might end up doing that, but we can't give up like just yet. There might be a way to fix this. I was thinking actually as a next step of bundling these requests because doing any kind of request in a loop is not a good idea. Because it's so Google Apps Script delete rows in bulk. So if there's a way to do this? Oh, programmer's best friend, Stack Overflow. Here we go.
Refer to the lock function.
Oh, look at this! When a row is deleted, the rows below get renumbered. For this reason, when deleting rows, one should proceed from bottom to top.
Solution. I think we just gotta come back top.
Or we can do a wait lock. I don't know. Let's try the backwards thing first.
We have to use a for loop.
Yes, we have to loop and we can't use this for each thing either because for each this might be asynchronous. So we should do for.
See, I love for loops. Jonathan loves for each loops. This is the stark difference between us.
No, I like them both, but one.
You prefer for each loop.
Well, yeah, because they're nicer. You don't have to do all this stuff. You just
because so much better. We will have a for versus for each loop battle sometime.
I mean, they're just used for different. Like if you're iterating through an array, you use a for each loop. If you're doing something else, it's easier to use a for each loop. But, so you want to do I is less than, or I don't even know when the last time is I actually wrote a for each loop, a for loop like this. I got a full for loop. Will this work? Is this how you do it? I is less than I plus plus. Okay.
1 second.
You there? Hello? You hear me? Hey Adam, you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah. We are having
Okay.
some connection issues.
Okay. So if I do, so we want to get row Ri. So what this is going to do is it's going to do the same thing as this. It's going to get this val. So it should be getting val if I do row Ri. Sheet dot delete rows. First row plus I. Yeah. So now i's. So now if we just do this. Oh, but we want to go backwards. How do we go backwards? Oh, so we need to set this equal to array dot length, right? Like this, right? And we'd have to say I equals 0 like this.
There we go. Okay. For I equals raw length. I equals.
So this should go backwards, right? If I do.
I think. Well, no, that's not going backwards, is it?
Why not? It's going to start I at the last row, and then it's going to decrease the row each time until it gets to 0. Right? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see if it works. It's does not work. Is it you, Adam, or is there something on my end I have to change?
Yeah. Okay. Now it should be good. Did you get the for loop to work?
I have no idea if it's working. It does not seem to be working at all. It seems to. It seems to not just. It just seems to not want to work. It says completed, but it didn't do anything. First row plus I. Is this doing the right thing?
Okay. Yeah. So it's from there.
So it's doing something here. It's running. Oh, lots of running. Oh, some of these logs aren't available. Oh, they have to be true. Maybe we should try this. Just to check what's going on here. Okay, you can't use const. Oh, let's try var. Or let. You have to use let, of course. Because const is a constant. It's gonna. It can't redefine it, so it's gonna end up like breaking. Hello, can you hear me, Adam? Adam? Can you hear me? Can Adam hear me? I don't know if Adam can hear me. Oh. Is the stream still going on? Let's check. Uh, hello? It says it's live. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully somebody's seeing this right now. So I have no idea what is running right now. So we're just going to go ahead and run something like this. And this is, I'm just trying to check if something is running at least. Okay, so this means it's running at least that version, I guess, of the script. And it's console.logging true. Let me try logging the subset range as well, because it seems to be returning. It shouldn't be returning. Well, actually, this might be. It should be returning that. Actually, never mind. See, this is what ends up happening a lot of the times with this Google Apps script stuff. It's just a lot of just random debugging and trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, I think I know what's going on. I wrote this wrong. So it should be I is greater than 0, I think. And so what that should end up working. Does not seem to be working. So I'm getting undefined when I do row R. Oh, I minus 1. This is length, so it's not going to. I can't find, since these arrays are 0 index, which means they start at 0. This length, it's even though it has one thing in it, it's the 0th item in the array. So that's what's causing that issue. Now let's see if this will work. Okay, so we're getting something going on here. Oh, this, I didn't change it here. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's now deleting some kind of row. But it's deleting quite a bit. Huh. Okay, so if I tried to delete this one, 35, if I check it, it should delete row 35. I think it's deleted row 36, which should not be happening. Maybe we need to add a -1 here because we're doing +1 over there. Let's try that. Since one of these might be 1 indexed when they should be 0 indexed. Why is it deleting multiple rows? I'm not sure. Okay, so let me try deleting 7. So see, it's deleting 7, 8, 9, 10. Shouldn't be doing all of that. So clearly it's getting a range that's too big at the beginning. The subset range is way too big. It should be getting from first row to last row minus first row. So this should just be 1, right? Range I get last row, range I get first row. Is it 1 too many? Let's see. 15. So if I delete 16, it should be just deleting 16. So 16 and 17. So maybe you delete this. Maybe that'll fix it. So if I delete 1, so now it's just going to throw an error. Okay, well, that's not working either. That deleted a lot of rows. Wow. So I'm going to put a console statement in here to check when it's deleting rows. This is probably a thing that needs to be debugged later. Google Apps Script is kind of a weird language to work in. But we did get pretty far today. We set up an on-edit trigger handler so that whenever you edit the spreadsheet, it runs this bit of code. And we did figure out how to delete rows, maybe not the correct rows, but we are deleting some rows out of the subset range. So I think we did get pretty far today. I think I'm going to go ahead and close the stream for now. Hopefully we get to figure this out for the teacher. But for now, goodbye. Stay safe. Have a good